Borderline personality disorder. I'm a fucking liar. I'm sorry to let you all down by being just another liar in your lives. Another person filled with empty promises. Saying that they're going to do something but never following through with what they say they're going to do. I know. You should all condemn me forever and ever. Amen. Because this video, my last video, I said the next video is going to be about treatment. And I'm a goddamn liar, because this video is not about treatment at all. But this is supposed to be my journal. It originally started as my journal, but then a couple of you started watching it, so I decided that I would try to reach out, see if I could help, if it was even possible. If I help you, maybe I help myself, right? 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 But well, this video is not about treatment. Partly, well, not partly, but mainly because I don't know the treatment that I'm going to do yet. I do know the DBT treatment, I think it is. DBT? Dielectrical something. Yeah, that's the treatment that's recommended for a borderline. And I'm going to look into it. But in one day, am I ready to give you my treatment strategy? No. That was a little bit ambitious of me. So forgive me, please. But today we're going to talk about something I think a little more important. Maybe. Well, but what's more important than treatment, you ask? I wonder that myself. Especially after a day like today, when I was that close to quitting my job. Yeah. I mean, that close. It's like the size of my penis. That's how close to quitting my job I was today. If just one thing had just happened that would have allowed me to quit my job, I would have. It was scary close. Scary close. Because quitting my job, great idea. I fucking hate working. And I'm pretty sure that most of you do as well. Wow, I got a bit of the hiccups. Excuse me, I'm sorry for that. We could edit that out, but that would kind of ruin the authenticity of the journal, don't you think? But working, it's just the most horrible thing in the entire universe. Let me try to say it a little bit more artistically or fluently. The fact that I have to engage with people on a daily basis to acquire currency that is backed by nothing. It's not backed by gold. Our money's not backed by gold. It's backed by debt. So I work so that I can earn people's debts, because that's what we do. We earn people's debts. You're in debt. We're all in debt, and we work to try to pay off a debt that is impossible to pay off. So every day, I gotta get up and I gotta go to work to acquire someone else's debt to try to pay off my debt. which causes me to have to interact with people. And we all know how that goes, right? We know how it is interacting with people. They're pricks. They're fucking heartless pricks. Or we are crazy and perceive everything they do to be heartless, and we villainize them as being the prick because we've been hurt so much and we have so much scar tissue that even the most mundane thing might come across as being a prick. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, because I'm not sure. I really do need your help. And if you're wondering how you can help me, leave a comment in the comment section. I know it sounds like all these other YouTube fucking people that fuck, but that's how you can contact me. Or if you want to contact me more personal, you can email me jeremygreen208@gmail. There's my email. You could email me the answer if you don't want to list it in the comments section. If that just seems like a little bit too much putting yourself out there, contact me personally. Oh, if that's not good enough, how about this one? If you really want to let me know, you could call me. Phone number 503-457.
Oh yeah, here comes Kool-Aid, here comes Kool-Aid, I'm gonna save the day.
4. There you go. We really want to make it personable. But I'm going to tell you right now, I usually don't pick up my phone because phones terrify me. It means I have to interact with a human being, and I try to avoid that at all costs because I usually villainize them. So right about this time you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Would you get to the fucking point? Alright, I'll get to the fucking point. This video's not about treatment. It is about work. And going to work and having to go to work. And how hard that is for someone with borderline personality disorder. Because okay. I'm not going to speak for everyone. I'm not going to say we. Because saying we, I'm grouping us all as one, and I don't think we are. We're all unique, and we are all great in our uniqueness. So I don't want to group us together. Me, though, for me, going to work feels like slavery. Like, really, slavery. But that's kind of beside the point. I mean, it's the system we live in. So we kind of got to play the game, right? But the hardest part about work is I've not yet found the job that I can do where I interact with nobody at all. Except this. But this isn't a job. It definitely doesn't pay. But I spend more time doing this, or I don't spend more time necessarily, but this is my passion. This is what I care about. And this is what I have to offer the world. This is my skill. If you want to call it a skill. Not that I'm trying to say, oh, I have a skill for making videos. I don't. I mean, the production quality is crap. I mean, I'm not saying that. Then again, I do have borderline personality disorder, and I think everything I do is shit. So of course I'm going to think the one thing that I might do good is shit, so this is shit. So my skill is shit, but it's way better than the job I do, because that's not even my skill. And it's shit that I don't care about and don't want to go to, where I have to interact with people that are judging me and forcing me into a fucking panic attack. Every day I have a panic. I haven't made it one day without a fucking panic attack. Luckily, I do have a job that has a little bit of freedom. Most jobs, you have to be there at a certain time, and then you work until a certain time. Well, the jobs I'm qualified for. Any of you out there that has a college degree maybe has a different job, but I don't have a college degree, and the jobs that I can do are you show up at this time, and then you get to leave at this time, while a manager supervises what you're doing while you're there. What you doing there? You standing? You're talking to somebody? What? No. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Well, motherfucker, I had time to lean, and I had time to clean, and then I had time to lean again, and nobody came in the fucking store. You want me to clean it again? I could clean it the 5th fucking time, or maybe I could lean, and maybe then there'll be some fucking dirt. Maybe then there'll be dirt. You got time to lead, you got time to clean. Fuck you in your butt hole. I hate these new cigarettes. They just go out. There's something chemically wrong with that. But luckily I do not have a job at the moment that's if you have time to lead and you got time to clean situation. My job is you go, you do the job, you go the fuck home. And it really doesn't matter what time you show up or what time you go home. The job has to be done on a daily basis, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Somebody has to go in and do the job. But when they do it, really doesn't matter, as long as it's done every day. You want to go in at noon? Fine. You want to go in at fucking 10 o'clock at night? You better hope you can do it in, 2 hours, but you get what I'm saying. Now, the only time that changes is if someone alerts the upper management. Because this job does try to function and act like a normal 9-to-5er. You have a start time, and then you have whenever you're done. But whenever you're done, they don't seem to care about. But the start time, apparently, they really are fucking concerned. What the fuck should the start time matter when the end time doesn't matter? I mean, if you want me to fucking be rigid on a start time, then, well, we should be as rigid on the end time, right? Sometimes I work 16-hour days. In the summer, I'm averaging between 14 to 16 hours a day, 5 days a week. They do allow me 2 days off. Sometimes. And I don't deal with the general public, but I do. I mean, I merchandise, I go into stores and I stock their shelves. So the general public usually assumes that I am an employee of whatever store I'm working at or merchandising for. I am not an employee of the stores. I'm an employee of the merchandising company, but I'm in the store stocking shelves. So Joe Blow off the street assumes that I am an employee of the store. And so they will ask me questions and want information. Which is alright, I guess. But I'm not an employee of the store. So normally, I have no fucking clue how to answer their question. But being a borderline, I feel like I must. Like if I can't, then I'm a failure. And it hurts me. Today, for example, I had 2 kids come up to me. They were about 13, 2 girls. I'm assuming they were sisters. I'm thinking they were sisters because one seemed to be like 10 and the other one seemed to be like 14. It seemed like they had a parent somewhere. I don't know. My intuition told me they were sisters. Maybe they're just friends. Maybe I shouldn't even give a fuck, right? I really shouldn't. Because a norm would not give a fuck about this. A norm would not make a whole fucking video about this, which I'm doing, because of how much it fucked my head up. That 2 minor girl people came up to me and asked me where the whipped cream was. Don't be dirty. Don't be dirty. Alright? These 2 underage girls just needed some whipped cream, okay? But I don't merchandise whipped cream. I merchandise beer and soda. That's what I merchandise, beer and soda. Whipped cream, no. And I don't shop at this store on a regular basis. I only go in there to do my job. So when they asked me where the whipped cream was, I had no fucking clue. At all. So I assumed that whipped cream would probably be in the dairy department. It seems like a dairy product, so I take them to the dairy department. So now I have these 2 underage girls following me around this store while I'm looking for whipped cream. Don't be dirty. Don't you be dirty. It wasn't like that. But I can't find the whipped cream at all. And they know that I have no fucking clue what I'm doing at this point. And then finally I see an actual store employee and I'm just like, go talk to that person and send them on their way, and I'm pretty sure they got their whipped cream. But the fact that I didn't know where it was and I couldn't help them made me feel like a failure, because I'm thinking that those 2 girls are gonna think I'm a dipshit. A complete fucking dipshit. And they probably think that I work there. Like, see, that's what really makes it the thing that fucks with my head. Is if you go up to a random stranger in a grocery store and you ask them, where's the whipped cream? And they're like, I have no fucking idea, but let me try to help you out. I'll try to help you. And then they pass you off to an actual store employee. You're like, well, that was a nice person. They did everything they could to try to help me find whipped cream, and actually did help me find the whipped cream because they found an employee to show me where the whipped cream is. But that's not the way my brain's telling me that these girls interpreted this situation. My brain's telling me that these girls interpreted the situation like, we're looking for whipped cream, there's a guy working at the store. Let's ask him. And he's all like, and now, forever, I will never, ever, probably, ever meet these 2 again. Ever. The odds of that are just... And even if I do, I will never, ever remember that those are the same 2 girls. And I'm pretty sure, on their point of view, they will never, ever fucking run into me or have interaction with me. And even if on the off chance they do, they won't remember me as the dipshit that couldn't find the whipped cream. So it should be so simple. It should just be like, I didn't know where the whipped cream... But it bugs me. It just... Because I know forever in their brain, will be that memory of that fucking store employee that couldn't find the fucking whipped cream that was a dipshit. It's just eating me up. Borderline personality disorder. And that's all I gotta say.